Hi, and welcome to the FOJ Showcase.
Second trimester is almost over, and a lot is still going on around West High.
Speaking of second trimester, it was extended due to the large number of canceled school days. Renee and Sam, Quinn, and I took a look behind the scenes of all these snow days. Here's what we found. Superintendent Murley discusses how he talks with students and staff who were concerned with lost time during second trimester and AP classes not having enough time. End.
Start.
Our staff invited Superintendent Steve Murley to ask him why he chose to arrange that schedule that way. And we interviewed some West High students and teachers regarding their feelings about the snow days. Teachers were satisfied with the new schedule arrangement, but many students felt as if 10 minutes added were unnecessary. End.
STEPHENMURLEY, Superintendent of Schools for the Iowa City Community School District.
Okay, and we want to thank you for coming and being interviewed by our staff. All right, so one of our first questions is, how do you make your decision and planning when you cancel or delay schools?
So there are three different things that we deal with. We deal with late starts and we deal with early outs. So then kids are in school for part of the day, and then we have whole day cancellation. So I'll just run through those for you.
Okay.
So for either a late start or a cancellation, we usually start looking about 24 hours in advance because we know it's going to snow. Like
Okay.
right now, we know it's going to snow on Wednesday,
Yeah.
Tuesday night and into Wednesday. So we start looking about 24 hours in advance.
Start.
Mr. Murley's own children have tried to contribute with snow days decisions.
Have your children ever affected your reasoning in deciding to cancel or delay?
No, but they bother me all the time. So I have one son who's still here. He's a junior, and he gets a lot of pressure from his friends and sometimes from the teachers in his classroom to find out what's happening tomorrow. And so I get lots of questions from him about whether or not I've made a decision yet.
Start.
West Side Story conducted a poll whether students enjoyed snow days or not, and received a 50-50 response. End.
Go.
Superintendent Murley discusses how he talks with students and staff who were concerned with lost time during second trimester and AP classes not having enough time. End.
Will you make any changes to the 2019 or 2020 schedule to account for any future cancellations?
We already have more hours scheduled than the state requires, so we feel pretty comfortable with that. Hopefully we won't have another winter like this anytime soon. I will tell you that one thing that the school board has asked us to do, and it's irrespective of the weather, but it could certainly be an issue as we look at that, is look at our Thursday early release schedule and look at alternatives that could, instead of being a Thursday early out, move to a half-day early out. So
Yeah.
instead of every week on Thursday, be about every 3 weeks, you'd be off for a half a day.
Oh.
So that might also give us some options for snow makeup time if that happened.
The superintendent has been arranging a way to get students breakfast and food to students who don't have access to food at home.
I think probably the thing that people look at from the outside in is it really valuable to add 10 minutes to the day?
Yeah.
And I know that at North Central, they're looking at adding their time at the end of the day because 8th period routinely gets shorted instructional minutes, and so they're actually excited about the opportunity to have a little bit more time in class there.
Yeah.
I know here at West, they added it to AFT. Teachers were really excited about that because between now and the end of the second trimester, if they've got students that need additional help to get to the end, they'll be able to bring those students in. So I think this is a good solution given the challenge that we had with all the days that we lost.
The superintendent has been arranging a way to get students breakfast and food to students who don't have access to food at home.
It's most important and gets lost a little bit in this process is safety is still our number one concern. We've got a lot of student drivers on the road at the high school. We also have a lot of parents that transport their kids to school by car. And then something I think people don't think about is the amount of time that kids spend waiting at the bus stop. And you could be at the bus stop 10, 20, 30 minutes, especially if buses are running late. And so wind chill is probably the thing that causes me the most concern. Not snow, but actually what happens when kids are standing out there for a long period of time. And so one of the calls that probably gets the most attention from us is when they project that we're going to have really, really low wind chills.
Thank you for letting
You're
us
welcome.
interview.
Absolutely.
Wow, I didn't know so much went into deciding to cancel school.
I agree. I love snow days so much. Lounging around and spending time with friends is so great.
If you're ever unsure what to do on a canceled school day, Carolina, Kosi, Hannah, and Quinn looked into one of Iowa City's newest breakfast places, Milk. Going out to eat with friends is a great way to pass the time.
Yum, that made me hungry.
I know, I love breakfast food and spending time with my friends. The perfect combination.
Speaking of spending time with friends, have you ever heard of Valentine's Day? We have Sophia, Elise, Mary, Abby, and Matthew here to explain the special holiday.
The 14th of February, a holiday centered around love, romance, and friendship. While this brings joy to many people, it leaves some lonely and left out. In recent years, a new celebration has arisen, and it has been named Galentine's Day. What do you think Galentine's Day is?
A day for lesbian individuals to express their love for each other.
But what is the real definition of Galentine's Day?
Well, I know it's from a Parks and Rec episode, but I haven't actually seen it myself. It's a day to celebrate all of the strong female relationships that add value to your life.
Which people do you think celebrate Galentine's Day?
I feel like it's for every age. I mean, if you don't have a Valentine's Day date, you can just hang out with your friends, and that can be universal. Well, I'm 33, and a bunch of my friends celebrated it, so I guess I feel like it's an every age holiday. It's been around long enough, I think it's catching on.
How do you feel about West High students celebrating Galentine's Day?
I think it's great, especially with teenagers. Like, it just, especially at school, it just creates a fun holiday where you can pass out candy to your friends and do fun things, and it kind of gives you an excuse to, like, treat your friends.
Go for it. I mean, you can celebrate whatever you want to, and you're allowed to celebrate anything that is positive in a way that supports people.
I think it's a great idea. You should always celebrate the close relationships you have and keep them closer.
What do people do to celebrate Galentine's Day?
Well, I am a legend, and therefore I printed Valentine's Day memes for all of my friends. This has now become a tradition, and I guess I eat a lot of chocolate.
What do male West High students think of Galentine's Day?
If they knew what it was, I feel like they think it's kind of like Valentine's Day too, since it's just, same thing.
I think
they're fine with it.
I mean, I think some people would probably try to make fun of it, but just because it's like, it's not part of their culture, so they just try to make fun of it. But
What's your opinion on Galentine's Day?
Sounds nice. Like, I don't know, like, you should celebrate those friendships between your friends.
So, I would honestly say, judging by just what it is and how it was described to me, it seems like a really good thing because it allows people to celebrate how strong and independent women are in today's society compared to previous decades.
I love it. Obviously, I think it's a great day to celebrate the great female relationships you have, but I think personally maybe we should expand it to just celebrate every good relationship that adds value to your life. That's not romantic, because obviously that's Valentine's Day. But
That's so cool. I definitely will be celebrating next year.
That'll do it for us. Now over to Sonia and Rachel for the rest of your news.
Thanks Miriam and Sam, and thanks to Sophia, Elise, Mary, Abby, and Matthew for a great Valentine's Day package.
That has me missing Valentine's Day already, with all the great candies and chocolates.
Then you might be interested in this one. Maddie, Kaylee, Rachel, and I looked into the science behind chocolate and why everyone loves it so much.
Love is in the air. The month of February is the season of love. Traditionally, on February 14th or Valentine's Day, many people give their loved ones presents and treats. One of the most common gifts for this holiday is chocolate. Made from the cocoa bean, chocolate is considered by many to have aphrodisiac qualities. An aphrodisiac is a food or drink that stimulates desire and excitement. Scientists have ascribed these qualities to two chemicals. One of these is tryptophan, a building block of serotonin. Serotonin is a chemical that regulates food, mental health, and sexual desire. The other chemical is phenylethylamine, an organic central nervous system stimulant. In chocolate, it can cause the brain to release mood-elevating and pain-relieving endorphins. The brain releases these chemicals when people feel attraction. This explains chocolate's addictive qualities and the stat that in 2017 to 2018, worldwide cocoa production was at 4,587,000 tons. People love chocolate, so we asked a few students what their favorite chocolates are.
I like crunch chocolate, like the one with like rice in it. Yeah.
What about you?
I like milk chocolate truffles filled with raspberry.
What's your favorite kind of chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
I like Reese's. Yeah.
Then we had some candy enthusiasts try out different kinds and give us their opinion.
What are your names?
Henley, Rhea, and Henley Fredrickson. Rhea Havens Fredrickson.
Very specific. You. Do you guys like chocolate?
Yeah! Because it's sweet and caramely.
You like caramel chocolate?
I like dark chocolate. It's so dark. It tastes like brownies.
So dark it tastes like brownies?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna try some chocolates for me, okay? And then you're gonna tell me what you think about each one.
Vanilla cream by Russell Stone.
Yes.
It's pretty good. Like the inside kind of looks like coconut.
It looks like coconut?
But it tastes like a marshmallow cream. It's kind of like at the start. It's kind of crinkling up, but in the end you kind of taste marshmallow.
Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, this is an apricot cream candy.
Apricot cream.
Yes.
I'm excited for this one. It kind of tastes just like it. I love it. It tastes like the vanilla cream, but with a small taste of apricot.
Do you know what an apricot is?
Mm-mm.
Me neither.
It's so good, whatever it is. I'd give it a 4-star. 5-star.
That explains why I love my chocolate so much. It sure is a classic, and so many options to choose from. Speaking of classics, another classic restaurant here in Iowa City is Ponchero's Mexican Grill. Owen, Wyland, and Isaac dove into the inner workings of Ponchero's and got free burritos in the process. Lucky.
Just like corn, Ponchero's is a staple of life in Iowa. With over 26 locations statewide, Ponchero's is one of the most popular restaurants in Iowa. We're right now here in the Coralville Strip. We're going inside for the Ponchero's. But before we could find out about the inner workings of Ponchero's, we had to enjoy the iconic Tex-Mex taste for ourselves. Having your meal prepared right in front of you is part of the Ponch experience.
The food is fresh, the restaurants are always clean, so that's something that I'm really interested in. I think Ponchero's makes a really big impact in Iowa City. A lot of people know who we are, they know the brand, they have the same expectations all around. So for us, we just constantly make impacts within our 4 walls, and that kind of exudes out in the community.
Our interview at Ponch helped us gain valuable insight about the company's views of their place in the community. The next step was for us to see how students view the restaurants in their lives as high schoolers.
Let's go to the library and talk to West High students what they like about Ponchero's.
Hi, hey Maz, so what do you think of Ponchero's?
Like their food, it's awesome.
What's your food?
I've gotta say, just the burrito with some chicken on it.
That's interesting. What was like your first
Why not steak?
We couldn't agree more with Mazen. The burrito is the way to go, but there are a variety of opinions at West.
Hey Getta, do you like Ponchero's?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food there?
Probably a bowl or a burrito.
Are you chicken, pork?
Steak.
Steak.
It is clear that even though no one quite agrees on the best meal to get, many people love the unique flavor of Ponchero's. When you say the Ponchero's name, eyes light up and stomachs start to growl.
This has been West Side Story Intern Will and Gal reporting at Ponchero's.
that sure has me craving poncheros. Same here. And that will be all for this special edition of FOJ Showcase. Thanks for watching.